Hello, and welcome back to Smart English Talk, the podcast where we break down everyday English conversations so you can speak confidently and naturally. I'm Emma, your friendly English teacher.
And I'm Jack, your ever-curious learner, ready to ask all the questions you might be thinking of.
Wonderful to have you, Jack. Now, today's topic is absolutely essential for real-life communication, whether you're making new friends or networking at work. We're talking about how to invite someone to lunch or coffee.
Ooh, this is important. In English, it feels like coffee isn't always about coffee, right? Sometimes it just means chat.
Exactly. That's the nuance we're going to unlock today. Inviting someone for coffee, lunch, or a drink is often the first step to building a relationship, whether it's a professional one or a friendly one. It's how plans are made, and it requires specific, polite phrasing. If you want to use English outside the classroom, you need to master this.
I've definitely sent some awkward messages before, like eat now or come cafe. I need help.
We'll fix that right up, Jack. We'll cover everything from the most casual phrases to slightly more formal ways to ask a colleague. Now, before we dive into the fun stuff, if you are enjoying this episode, please do hit that like button and subscribe to Smart English Talk. It really helps us bring you more free lessons every week. Right, Jack, are you ready to learn how to be a fantastic host?
Ready and
Let's
hungry.
Start with
Let's
the
go.
context. When do English speakers typically use these invitations? It really depends on who you're talking to.
Give us the main situations, Emma.
Okay, the three main situations are friends making casual plans, inviting a coworker or professional contact, and a casual social invitation, maybe to a neighbor or someone you've just met. Let's look at friends making plans. This is the easiest and most relaxed situation. You'll use very simple, short phrases. If you're already chatting about your day, you might just say, "I'm starving. Fancy grabbing a bite?" Or, "What are you up to later? Do you want to meet up for a coffee?" The key here is speed and informality.
So, fancy grabbing a bite? That's very British, isn't it? Does a bite just mean food?
It does. A bite to eat is a very common phrase, meaning a small meal or a snack. And yes, fancy is a great, relaxed British alternative to do you want to? It's perfect for friends. Now, the second situation, inviting a coworker or professional contact. This needs to be slightly more formal and specific. You don't want to interrupt their work with a vague question.
I see. So, instead of fancy a bite, what should I say to my boss?
You might say something like, "I'd like to discuss the new project. Would you be free to join me for lunch on Thursday?" Or, "Are you available for a quick coffee this afternoon? I wanted to run something by you." Notice the difference. We give a reason for the invitation and suggest a time. This makes it feel professional, not just social.
So, professional invitations always have a purpose. It's not just, let's be friends. It's, let's talk about work while we eat.
Precisely. It gives the invitation structure and makes the other person feel like their time is valued. And finally, the third situation, casual social invitations. This is for someone you know a little but aren't close friends with. Maybe a neighbor or someone from a club. You need to be friendly but slightly more reserved than with a close friend. You could say, "I was thinking of trying the new cafe down the road. Would you like to join me sometime this week?" This is open-ended and low pressure.
I get it. The politeness and complexity of the phrase change depending on how well you know the person. Friends are quick, coworkers are purposeful, and social
for inviting
invitations
someone.
Right, let's get into the actual phrases. These are your building blocks, Jack. We'll start with the most common and polite forms. The most versatile phrase uses "would you like to?" It works in almost every situation. Emma, repeat after me. Would you like to grab some coffee?
Would you like to grab some coffee?
Excellent. Notice how grab some coffee is casual. It means a quick, informal meeting. We don't say, would you like to drink a coffee? We use grab or get. Another great, slightly more direct one is, do you want to join me for lunch?
Do you want to join me for lunch?
Perfect. Do you want to is a little more informal than would you like to, but still perfectly polite for most situations.
What if I'm not sure what we'll eat, or maybe it's not exactly lunch?
That brings us to a fantastic, flexible phrase. How about we get something to eat? This is brilliant because it covers breakfast, brunch, lunch, or even just a snack. It's very inclusive.
How about we get something to eat? I like that. It's low commitment.
It is. And sometimes you are only focused on the time and the availability. For this, we use a simple check. Are you free this afternoon? Coffee? The word coffee here acts like a suggested activity. You can replace it with lunch or a drink.
So you can just say the activity as a question? Like, tomorrow, dinner?
Exactly, but only if the relationship is already established, like a friend or a close colleague. It's very natural. Let's try a quick mini dialogue. I'll start, and you respond by confirming or asking a question. Jack, I'm planning to visit the new art exhibition downtown. Would you like to come with me?
That sounds fun, Emma. What time are you going?
How about we go around 11:30 a.m. and then grab some lunch afterwards?
11:30 a.m. works for me. Where shall we grab lunch?
See, you used "where shall we grab lunch?" Fantastic British phrasing for suggesting the next step.
Let me try a funny one. What about, you hungry, I hungry, let's eat now?
While everyone understands you, Jack, that's a bit too abrupt. It sounds like a demand, not an invitation. The key is to use the helping verbs like would, do, shall, and can to make it a polite suggestion. Let's practice a slightly more formal one. Use, I was wondering if. Jack, I was wondering if you'd be available for a brief meeting over coffee next Tuesday to discuss the program structure.
That's polite. I would reply, yes, I'm available next Tuesday. Which time works best for you?
Superb.
Accepting
You
the
nailed the
invitation.
professional tone.
Now, let's talk about the happy part. Accepting the invitation. When someone invites you, you need to show enthusiasm and confirm you are happy to go.
So, how do I say yes, but with style?
First, the simple, solid confirmations. You can't go wrong with these. Repeat them after me. Sure, I'd love to. The short form of I would love to.
Sure, I'd love to.
Yes, that sounds great.
Yes, that sounds great.
And if you want to be extra nice, acknowledge their kindness. Thanks for the invite.
Thanks for the invite.
Now, let's talk about tone. When you accept, your voice should be upbeat and positive. If you say, sure, I'd love to, with a flat tone, it sounds like you don't really want to go, even though your words say yes. Politeness in English is about the words and the delivery.
So, the words are like the music and the tone is the volume and speed.
A brilliant analogy. And for the intermediate listeners, try mixing them up. For example, "That's a lovely idea. I'm free this lunchtime." Or, "Yes, that works perfectly. Thanks for suggesting it."
Okay, let me try a wrong answer. If you invite me, I'll reply with a very boring yes.
Right, Jack. "Would you like to come to the cinema with me on Friday and we can get pizza afterwards?"
Yes.
Technically correct, but a bit cold, Jack. It leaves me thinking, did he actually want to go? Let's try that again. This time, add some emotion.
Okay. That sounds fantastic, Emma. I'd absolutely love to join you for the cinema and the pizza.
Much better. You showed enthusiasm, and I feel good about asking you. Remember, when accepting, use positive adjectives like great, brilliant, lovely, fantastic. Another important point, you need to confirm the suggestion. If I say, "Would you like to grab a quick coffee around 3 p.m.?" and you say, "Yes, that sounds great," you can often follow up with a simple "see you then," or "perfect, where should we meet?"
Politely refusing. Sadly, sometimes we have to say no. In English, a direct "no, I'm busy" can sound quite rude, especially in professional or new social settings. We must use a softening phrase first.
What's a softening phrase?
It's a polite regret. The best one is always, "I'd love to, but..." You start with a positive feeling that you want to go, and then you give the reason why you cannot. Repeat this magic phrase. "I'd love to, but I'm busy today."
I'd love to, but I'm busy today.
Notice how it's still positive, even though it's a refusal. The key is not to give too much detail about why you're busy. You don't owe an explanation. "I have another commitment," or "I have a meeting," is enough. Another great alternative, especially if you want to show you're open to a future plan, is, "Thanks for the invite, but maybe another time?"
Thanks for the invite, but maybe another time. That's good because it leaves the door open.
Exactly. And if you want to be very clear that the problem is the time, not the person, you can say, "I appreciate it, but I already have plans for that evening."
Let's do a quick role play. Emma, invite me to something at a terrible time.
Okay, Jack. I'm making a special trip to the new bakery tomorrow at 7 a.m. for a breakfast pastry. Do you want to join me?
Oh, 7 a.m. is early. I will say, I'd love to, Emma. That sounds delicious. But I'm afraid I have an early appointment and just won't be free that early. Thank you anyway.
Excellent. The "thank you anyway" adds that final layer of politeness. You didn't just refuse, you showed gratitude. Now, here's a common mistake. Just saying, "I can't." If someone asks, "Would you like to come for lunch?" and you say, "I can't," it feels incomplete. You need to soften it and then suggest an alternative if you can. Would you be free for lunch on Monday?
I'm afraid I can't do Monday. I have a long meeting then. How about Tuesday instead?
See? You refused, you explained briefly, and you immediately suggested an alternative. A fantastic way to keep the conversation going and show you genuinely want to meet. That's very advanced English communication.
Setting time and place.
We've invited and we've accepted.
Now for the logistics, setting the time and the place. This is where you finalize the details.
This is where I usually use a calendar emoji, but I guess I need words too.
Words are best for clarity, Jack. We use clear, direct questions or suggestions. For the time, the easiest way to suggest is, shall we meet at 2 p.m.? The uses of shall we is a slightly traditional but very polite way to ask for confirmation in British English.
Shall we meet at 2 p.m.? Got it. What if 2 p.m. is too late? How do I suggest a change?
You can use the phrase we learned earlier. Is 3 o'clock okay? Or, more politely, would 3 p.m. be better for you? If you don't have a specific time, you can talk about the event. Let's meet after work, or how about lunchtime tomorrow? Now, for the place, you need to be specific or you need to ask for a suggestion. To ask for a suggestion, you'd say, where would you like to go? Or, do you have a favorite cafe nearby? To suggest a specific place, you'd say, how about the cafe near the library?
What if I suggest a place but they don't know it?
Then you need to provide a simple description or a landmark. Let's try it. Jack, shall we meet at the Green Tea Room at 1 o'clock?
The Green Tea Room? I'm not sure where that is. Is it near the main station?
It's on Queen Street, just opposite the big post office.
Ah, got it. That's perfect. See you there at 1 p.m.
Excellent. That exchange showed you were checking for information, not just agreeing blindly. This avoids confusion later. Being specific is essential for a good plan. Right, let's bring it all together, Jack. We're going to run through 3 short scenarios to put all those phrases into practice. I want you to be flexible.
I'll try to be charming, polite, and punctual.
Scenario 1. Friendly invitation. Hi, Jack. I'm going to the park for a walk, and then I'm going to grab a sandwich from the deli. Would you like to join me for a casual lunch?
That sounds brilliant, Emma. I'd love to. Are you going now?
I was thinking of leaving in about 20 minutes. Is that enough time for you?
Yes, that's perfect. See you at the park entrance then.
Scenario 2. Coworker invitation. Refusal. Jack, I've scheduled a few things for the new quarterly report. Would you be free to join me for a quick working lunch next Tuesday?
I appreciate the invite, Emma, but I'm afraid I have a back-to-back schedule next Tuesday. Thank you for thinking of me, though.
No problem at all. How about a coffee break instead? Maybe on Wednesday morning. We can just quickly go over the main points.
Wednesday morning sounds much better. Yes, that works great.
Scenario 3. Changing the plan. Hello, Jack. We said we'd meet at the Central Bistro at 7 p.m. for dinner tonight, but something came up. Would you mind if we changed the place?
Oh, no problem. What place were you thinking of instead?
There's a new Thai restaurant just 2 minutes from the bistro. Is the Siam Spice place okay with you instead?
Yes, Siam Spice is lovely. And is 7 p.m. still the time, or would you prefer a bit later?
Let's stick to 7 p.m. See you at Siam Spice then.
Excellent. I feel like a confident English speaker now. It's all about the soft phrasing, isn't it?
It truly is. It's about showing that you respect the other person's time and choice. Listener practice section. All right, listeners, it's your turn. We've gone over the phrases, and now Jack and I will test you. We will give you a situation or a phrase, and you can try to say your answer out loud wherever you are or write it down. Jack will give his answer, and will tell you if it's a good one. Practice 1. The invitation. I want you to invite a friend for a drink this weekend. Use a casual phrase and suggest a time. Jack, what do you say?
Hey, what are you doing this Saturday? Do you fancy going for a couple of drinks in the evening?
Perfect. Very natural. The phrase a couple of drinks means 2 or 3. not too many. Practice 2. Accepting. Someone has invited you to lunch on Friday. I want you to accept with enthusiasm and ask where you should meet. Jack, I'm buying lunch on Friday. My treat. Would you like to come with me?
Oh, wow. Yes, please. That sounds absolutely amazing. Where should we meet and what time?
Fantastic. The "oh wow" adds that lovely excitement. Practice 3. Politely refusing. A colleague has invited you for a meeting, but you are not free on the suggested day. Refuse politely and suggest an alternative day. Jack, I'd really like to talk about the budget. Would you be free for a chat over coffee on Monday morning?
I'm terribly sorry, Emma, but I'm tied up in meetings all Monday. I'd be happy to meet up on Tuesday afternoon, though. Does that work for you?
Brilliant. Tied up in meetings is a great natural way to say busy. Listeners, we'd love to see your answers. You can write your own invitations or refusals in the comments section below. Practice makes perfect, and we'll have a look at your sentences. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson on the art of the invitation. We've covered when and why to invite someone, the key phrases for asking, and the polite ways to accept or decline.
My 3 takeaways are: use soft language like "would you like to," always offer an alternative if you refuse, and be enthusiastic if you accept.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Jack. Remember, whether you're inviting someone to lunch or just for a quick cup of tea, using these phrases will make your English sound much more natural, warm, and confident.
And if you get stuck, just ask yourself, what would Emma say?
Exactly. A little bit of politeness goes a long way in English. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Smart English Talk.
We hope to catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to Smart English Talk. Keep learning, keep speaking.